Today's Madden 25 experiment will be playing the entire career of number 2 overall pick Jayden Daniels of the Washington Commanders, and we will not stop until the day he hangs up the cleats. He starts as a 74 overall hidden development in Madden 25 with Terry McLaurin, Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz, Brian Robinson Jr. as his supporting cast. Alright, we are in the franchise. We skipped the preseason because that doesn't really matter. We have some player upgrades, so maybe Daniels can be one of them, possibly. That would be nice to start off. We're just going to scroll, and bingo, Jayden Daniels has one skill point available. He has hidden development, like I said. So we could upgrade his scrambling, his improviser, his field general, or his strong arm. I think we'll upgrade his arm because, he is a quarterback and he's up to a 75 overall. That is fantastic. 23-year-old rookie, the former Heisman from last college season. Just going to be a lot of simming in this. We just want to track his entire career. We want to see if he can win a Super Bowl, win the Rookie of the Year, win as many awards as he possibly can before he decides to retire. Alright, we're going to sim to the end of the season. Alright, end of the season. Doesn't look like we made the playoffs. Nope. Not a first round bye or any of that. Let's take a look at our boy to see how he did in his rookie year. 3,800 yards, 31 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. What about the rushing? He was second with 399 yards and another 2 touchdowns, 33 total touchdowns. And it didn't look like he had any fumbles. We had the 11th offense in the NFL. We gotta check to see if he won potential MVP. Nope. But he is number 9 for the MVP in his first season. This is promising. Offensive Player of the Year, he was not in any of these. What about Offensive Rookie of the Year? Yes, he did. Jayden Daniels, number 1 in the Offensive Rookie of the Year rankings. He is up to a 77 overall already. He started as a 74. We got him up 1 to a 75 before the season, but only went up 2. That's a bit interesting in my opinion. Alright, we're ready for next season. Let's see if Daniels has any upgrades potentially that we could do again. And yes, he is the number 1 upgraded possible player. Alright, let's see what we can do. We have 9 to spend. I say we just put some more into his arm strength. 76 overall. I like it. We'll do Scrambler again. Well, not again, but we'll do it. It's up to a 77. I say we just do some more into Scrambler and just Strong Arm. It's up to a 78. We'll just do it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Until we can't anymore. 5 left. 80 overall. That's what we like to see. We'll do that one, Improviser. 81 overall. And we'll do the rest in Field General, actually. It's better to not just do 2, but to have some variety, I guess. So he can overall be a better quarterback in his progressions and not just great at one thing and not great at anything else, really. It says it's an 84 overall, but is he actually, or is that just what some of his attributes say he is? Well, we're going to check the good old depth chart. Our boy is an 84 overall. Okay. He's doing amazing. That's what we like to see. Let's keep that up. Let's get maybe an MVP this season. Alright, end of season number 2. Let's see how we did in the standings. Let's go to the NFC East. And we went 4-13. Okay. Not what we wanted, but Let's see how Daniels did in year 2. 3,100 yards, 24 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Definitely not what we wanted from him this season, especially after looking great last season and being the Rookie of the Year. For rushing, he had 367 yards and 3 touchdowns. Alright, I can see that. Let's see how he did, though, for awards. Not in the running for MVP. He was not in the top 10 for Offensive Player of the Year. Maybe Best Quarterback. Okay, not even that. That's not good in 28th offense. Big toll from last year to this year now. Daniels went down to an 82 overall. That's not good. We can give him 2 upgrades, so I think I will do his arm for both of them. I want him to be a scrambling genius with an absolute cannon. As we look at his contract, he has 3 years left. Actually, it's going to be 2 because this season is still on of his rookie deal. So it'll be interesting to see if he stays as the Commanders' quarterback after all 4 years is up. Start for year number 3. Let's see if Daniels can have any upgrades. It's not looking like our boy has any upgrades to start, but that's alright. He is starting year 3 as an 86 overall. That is what we want. The numbers keep going up, not decreasing. End of year 3, let's see if we, did anything, amounted to anything this season. NFC East, and we went 3-14. It's just not a good team. That's my assumption. Let's see how Daniels did, though, on the season. 3,100 yards, 25 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rushing, 433 yards, 4 touchdowns. His rushing's improving, but, his passing, it's just getting worse every season. Rookie of the Year, and he's just depleting right now. 29th offense, and Daniels was 20th in passing. Not in anything for the MVP. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, nothing. Best quarterback, number 8. Better than last year when he wasn't even on this, so that's an improvement. Does he have any upgrades? It's not looking like it once again. And I'd be willing to bet he did go down overalls. I'd take a guess he is maybe an 83. He went down to an 83. That is horrible, man. Start of year 4, the final year of Daniel's rookie contract. And let's just see what he's going to start as this year. Okay, he's back up to an 86. That's definitely what we like to see. He has star development, but he just has no offense around him anymore. McLaurin's gone. McCaffrey is not really doing much. Knighton, he's the number 1. We have 1 skill point to use. I think I'm going to use it on Field General. He bumps up to an 87 overall. He's on the final year of his contract. I'd be willing to bet he leaves this godforsaken team. I would as well, I can't lie. End of year 4, we went 12-5 and we're in the playoffs. Hold up. No shot with this offense. 19th in the NFL for Daniels. 3,400 yards, 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 552 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns. We're getting somewhere. We had the 19th offense in the NFL, though. Did Daniels do anything? Number 5 for the MVP. Okay. And he was the number 6 Offensive Player of the Year candidate. Was he the best quarterback? He was the 3rd best quarterback in the NFC this season. We have hope that he's finally amounting to something. taking on the 9-8 Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card round. This is exciting. We're in the wild card. There's Jayden Daniels versus whoever that is, number 9. Alright. I like the sim in this game. They're up 7-0. We strike back, tied at 7. 10-7 Tampa. 10-10 now. Punting back and forth. 17-10 Commanders. Tampa ties it in the third. In the fourth, we're still tied. We're in overtime. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers knock out the Commanders 20-17. Jayden Daniels' first playoff experience was a fast one. Bounced immediately. Daniels, 18 for 31, 2 touchdowns, 178 yards, no interceptions. And he was a leading rusher, 10 for 45. Alright, let's see how Daniels ended the season. 91 overall. I love it. Still a star development, though, with no skill points to add. Jayden Daniels, we didn't pick up his 5th-year option. I'm going to let the computer decide if he gets re-signed. And if he doesn't, I guess we're packing our bags and going with him. Moment of truth. Is Jayden Daniels still a Commander? He is not. Okay. I'm not surprised. Alright, let's just see where he's at now, and we will pack our bags and go with him. Jayden Daniels is a New England Patriot. Ironic enough, because that's where a lot of people thought he would go. He is an 89 overall, 27-year-old. Guess we gotta pack up and go to New England. They got Jalen Carter, Christian Gonzalez, JOK, and someone named Paulson. Sounds good to me. And there he is, Jayden Daniels, with 4 years of experience, number 5, 89 overall. Daniels is still star development. He has a decent offense around him. He has Damian Pierce in the backfield, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jalen Polk, Demario Douglas, and a rookie. A superstar X-Factor 83 overall tight end Paulson. He signed a 4-year deal with the Patriots for $121 million total. 49 mil this year, 51 mil next year, 2030, 54 mil, 2031, $58 million. End of year 5, when we went 5-12. No playoffs once. Again, we've made the playoffs 1 time so far. Let's see how Daniels did in his first year with the Patriots. 3,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and had 363 rushing yards with 2 more rushing touchdowns. 22nd in the NFL for passing yards, 17th for passing touchdowns. We had the 15th offense, but the 5th defense. I like seeing that. See if Daniels cracked any awards. He did not. Now we gotta do the AFC. Nothing for Offensive Player of the Year. What about quarterback? Nope. That's unfortunate. Daniels regressed to an 88, but he has 2 skill points to use. We will do Scrambler. Bumps him up to a 90. And we'll do Strong Arm. Stays at a 90 overall, though. Alright, start of year number 6 with Daniels, his 2nd year as a Patriot. Let's see what he's at. He's at a 91 overall to start the season. Still star development with no skill points to use. End of the season, and apparently we made the playoffs. Okay, we went 11-6, and we're going to take on the 10-7 Baltimore Ravens in M&T Bank Stadium. Daniels, 3,200 yards, 24 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, 70% completion percentage, with 374 rushing yards and another 3 rushing touchdowns. Daniels was not in the running for the MVP. He was not in the running for Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC. He was the 5th best quarterback in the AFC. That's what we like. Time to probably lose to the Ravens. There's Jayden Daniels as a Patriot. Alright, the Ravens go down and get 3. We strike with a touchdown. They get a touchdown in a 17-7 lead now, 24-7, 31-7 before half. Ugh. Punting back and forth, 38-7. That was a quick 1-and-out. 38-7 Ravens over Jayden Daniels Patriots. Another season that we made the playoffs and went one and done. Daniels went 14 for 27, 123 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception, and had 6 carries for 28 yards. Definitely not how we wanted to end the season, but we made the playoffs with our second year as a Patriot, so there is definitely more room for improvement. Alright, start of year, I've lost track at this point. Let's just see what Daniels is going to start as. He's a 91 overall to start this season. That's what we like. Still stuck at star development, though, and this offense is just not looking good for him at all, besides, I guess, the offensive line and one receiver. End of the season, how did we do? Alright, we went winless. I don't even want to know. Daniels, 2,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 398 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown. Oh my gosh. Not even worth checking awards because there's no awards to check. We didn't win a single game. That is embarrassing. Daniels regressed all the way to an 87 and is still in the star development. We went from the playoffs last year to not even winning one game this season. Wow. Alright, start of year number 7. Hopefully we win more than one game. That's kind of the goal. Daniel starts once again at a 91. Hopefully we can actually show why he should be on this team this year. Still stuck in star development for the upteenth time and absolutely no skill points for him. End of the season. Can we at least say we won a game this season? Just at least one. We went 4-13. I guess that's better than last year, but this is bad. Daniels regressed 2 spots to an 89. Still star development. No skill points to upgrade. This is putrid. Start of the next season, I can only hope that we're at least a 90. We're not even on the Patriots anymore. Okay. Where did we end up? We're on the Tennessee Titans now. I guess they gave up on Will Levis? Really? Sean McVay is the coach of the Titans. Oh, hell yeah. Jayden Daniels, 92 overall. Star development with no skill points. Has a decent offense around him, but we kind of got some quarterback battles. We have a backup superstar development at an 83. We have not the best offensive line. We got a pretty good tight end, a good receiver 1, a really good running back, but nothing else after that for the offense. He must have got traded because he has 2 years left on his contract. Alright, we went 6-11 in our first year as a Titan. Not fun at all. Daniels is a 90 overall, but has 1 skill point to use. I think we'll use it on field general. Bumps him up to a 91 overall once again. Still, though, we're still at star development, and we are 31 years old. I'm not sure if we got much time left. Daniels, 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 322 rushing yards, and another 4 touchdowns. Not even bothered to check awards at this point anymore. Alright, start of what could maybe be Daniels' final season. 90 overall still, so it's not looking like he's going anywhere. This quarterback behind us is still a superstar, so that's just great. I don't get how we can't get superstar, but backups can. End of the season, we went 8-9. No wild card, no nothing. Fantastic. Still a 90 overall. I guess the regression isn't coming anytime soon. 3,700 3,600 yards, 22 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 450 yards rushing, and another 3 touchdowns. Jayden Daniels is an 85 overall, 33 years old, still star development. I'm going to guess next season might be his last, depends on where he goes. Daniels on the Chargers, so is Herbert though, both at 87 overall. Herbert's 36, Daniels is 33. QB battle maybe? Packing our bags once again. We are going to LA. Sadly, not the good LA team though. With Jim Harbaugh still being there, I like that. And yep, I am not the starter. This is the end of Jayden Daniels' career, potentially. I mean, maybe if Herbert gets injured or just isn't good, but I don't know, man. End of the season, let's see how we did, I guess. Went 14-3, the number 1 overall team in the NFL. Could Daniels get a Super Bowl in his final season, potentially? Daniels didn't even play. It was the Herbert show. Did Daniels even rush at all? Nope. Daniels didn't play in his final season. I'm going to guess Daniels retired, so let's just check them. No, it doesn't look like he retired. The second search for Daniels begins. Did he retire? Did he not even get signed? Jayden Daniels is a Miami Dolphin at an 84 overall. Packing our bags and moving to South Beach, Florida, I see. David Brown. That's my coach, I guess. Alright, at an 84 overall. No skill points. This is the end of the road for him, I'm going to assume. End of the season. End of the potential final season for Jayden Daniels. Let's see how we did. AFC East 6-11. That's fantastic. 3,600 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 306 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Still productive after taking a year to sit behind Justin Herbert. Did he retire? He did not retire. He still wants to play. Respectable. He is a 77 overall. Oh no. Normal development. He's done. Time to see if he is actually going to still be on an NFL roster or not. Check us first. Nope, he is gone, which is surprising because he could start over these two. The search is on once again. We're going to have to go really deep into this because he is not a good overall. It's not looking like anyone has signed him. We're all the way into the 60s now. Check free agent. See if he's a free agent. He is. He is a free agent. No one wants him. That sucks. No one wants Burrow or Drake May either. This is the end of Jayden Daniels, it looks like. I signed him just to see his career stats and all that stuff. Wow, that's a long career. Didn't play at all for the Chargers. Never really threw over 30 touchdowns besides 2 times. Only had more than 15 interceptions once, so he didn't ever turn the ball over a ton. The only awards he ever won was the 2024 Offensive Rookie of the Year. And for his rushing, I mean, he was an average rusher, I guess. Only went over 500 yards 1 time. Only went over 5 touchdowns 1 time. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. And turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!